Hi, my name is Cinematography, and in this video, we'll analyze the cinematography of Conrad Hall. The goal is to break down his techniques so you have a starting place to learn more about his work. I'll be honest right up front. If you think style is easy to spot, you won't see any style in Conrad Hall's work. He could reinvent himself with every movie. You really can't tell if the movie was shot by Conrad Hall, except that it all looks mind-blowingly beautiful, poetic, and nobody had done stuff like that before. Someone once asked him, "How do you know where to point the camera?" And Conrad Hall replied, "I point it at the story." If you really want to challenge yourself as a cinematographer and expand your horizons, I can't think of anybody better to study. Now that we got that out of the way, what exactly is Conrad Hall's style? He spent hours at the beginning of the day discussing lighting with the director. He never imposed on the blocking or composition, and learned early on from Richard Brooks to let the director be. When it was time to light, he started with the key. He literally pointed it at the story, where the eye needed to go. He paid particular attention to a character's eyes. Once he had this set up to convey mood, he brought out small Fresnels, peppers, or tweenies or the like to throw pockets of light around the set. This is what he called the room tone. He also bounced light from the ceiling and floor to create this room tone, and his predominant weapon of choice for bounce was the mirror. The mirror bounce can be controlled just like a softbox, as opposed to bounce from muslin, and he liked precision in creating his room tone, like an artist uses a brush on canvas. This play of shadows and highlights had one positive side effect. It gave his shots depth, even though he shot wide open for a shallow depth of field. Conrad Hall taught everyone you could achieve depth this way. That's not all. There was a formula to his room tone. It was always dictated by the key light, as if the key bounced around the walls in some magical fashion to create the look. This is starkly different from how other cinematographers do it, because most others create pockets from practicals or other motivated sources. He called this technique magical realism because his goal was a heightened sense of realism, but with a sprinkle of magic to lift it out of the ordinary. This could be clearly seen in the way he lit faces. His fallback plan was the Rembrandt light. If the actor turns one way, it becomes a 3/4 lighting style, and if the actor turns the other way, it becomes split lighting. And then he took it up a notch. He applied 3 techniques that are unique to him. The first, easiest to notice, is the slash light, or liner as he called it. Even though I've read he tried to eliminate it when he shot color, you can see he carried it subconsciously throughout his career. He lit hair with a back or edge light that was 1 or 2 stops brighter. It almost became a halo. And here's where he took it to another level. The other 2 techniques are the top side lighting style, where the light is placed on the side right above the actor's temple, and the bottom lighting or underlighting style. School after school of cinematography will tell you to avoid underlighting your subject unless you had a practical source like a fire or something. But Conrad Hall destroys that notion because he used it to stunning effect. In movie after movie, he splits the face into light and shadow, and his actors move in and out of it. I have not seen the style of lighting applied so consistently anywhere else, so I'm going to call the style the Hall lighting pattern. If this isn't a signature, I don't know what is. Lastly, he had the intuitive ability to make hair look good. He combined both hard and soft sources, and his frames have tons of visual complexity and pockets of light. He lit to a high contrast ratio and was not afraid to blow out windows and didn't care about lens flare. He used mid to telephoto lenses and rarely used wides. His camera moves were classic, and his compositions were subject to the director's will. Want to learn how to conduct yourself properly on set? Model yourself after Connie Hall. I hope this brief video makes you curious enough to learn more about the brilliant and legendary cinematography of Conrad Hall. There's a good reason he was nominated for 10 Academy Awards, out of which he won 3. The best way to learn more about him is to watch his movies and from his interviews in the American Cinematographer magazine and elsewhere. If there's a favorite cinematographer whose work you want analyzed, let me know. To see more videos like this one, please subscribe. There's lots more on the way. Bye now.